As we have discussed about the nationalism in India, how this idea of nationalism emerged in India and around the world, I hope the point is already clear. So today we are going to discuss about the following points. Number 1, First World War. Number 2, Satyagraha. Number 3, the Rowlatt Act. Number 4, Jallianwala Bagh incident. Okay, so these points which we are going to discuss here. So first I am going to highlight about the First World War. How the entire scenario of event changed during the First World War. What happened during the First World War? Because Britain was ruling in India and was involved in the World War. And the First World War was started in 1914 and 1918 between two power blocks. One was Central Powers, another was Allied Powers. The countries were Germany, Austria and Hungary, and Ottoman Turkey. In power, the another group of countries were there: Britain, France, Russia, Japan, Italy, Romania, US. So whole world was divided into two power blocks. This battle was very deadly. It killed a very huge amount of life. It destroyed the huge amount of life as well as destroyed the natural, the human lives and resources. And this war was telecasted over the television. This war was known as the first war where the very deadly weapons were, industrial weapons were used to destroy their enemy. The objective of this war was to expand their imperial power and to gain more and more territory. Okay? So this was another issue about the First World War. Our focus is that what was the impact of First World War over India. So here, when the First World War was going on, Britain was involved in the war. So Britain need more financial support. And for this financial support, there is a need of more amount of money, and this money was financed through various resources. So they had a colonial rule over India, so they exploited Indian resources for the cause of war, First World War. So for this reason, they have imposed different types of taxes, custom duties, and this impose of new taxes created an overburden. Already the tax which were collected by Indians was very high, but after the application of new taxes, custom duties, our industries gets industrial growth was suffered, as well as the prices of essential goods very high. The third, the agricultural crop, the agricultural production was greatly affected due to the failure of monsoon. Third, there was a famine and spread of influenza. So large number of people were died due to this, and there was a rise in prices of common product, because most of the common product was supplied to the war zone. So there was a shortage of common essential product and the prices were very high. Clear? So people were facing a very great challenge at this point of time. And people from the village area was very much disappointed when their young people from the village area were forcibly recruited to participate in the First World War. So where the people were not agreed to participate, but forcibly they were recruited and they were sent into the overseas war, overseas journey. So they are against this overseas journey, but forcibly they were sent to First World War. So these are the whole impact over Indian political scenario and Indian economy, and this created anger among Indian people. So this is the time, this is the right time in the ground, and there is a need to persuade people to revolt or raise their voice against the British. So this right time was there when there was an entry of a leader, name was Mahatma Gandhi, and he promoted a new idea of revolt that was known as Satyagraha. According to him, if we are fighting for a real cause, if we are fighting for a truth, so we did not to take the help of any violence. We can win a battle by following a non-violence method, by appealing to the conscience of oppression. So this approach was followed by Mahatma Gandhi, encouraged Indian mass to raise their voice against colonial exploitation. So highly influenced with this idea, a large number of masses, the poor, illiterate masses, from all sections of people, from all area of life, they participated in the First World War, in the Satyagraha movement. Okay, so for this reason, Mahatma Gandhi traveled to various parts of India. In 1916, Mahatma Gandhi reached to Champaran for the oppressive practices of plantation. Then in 1917, he reached to Kheda in Gujarat for oppressive revenue system, and in 1918 he traveled to Ahmedabad for the favor of workers against the mill owner. Finally, he trained people how can you raise the voice against injustice. That moral teaching was there that Mahatma Gandhi wanted to spread everywhere in India, so that large number of people without any fear, they participate in the struggle of independence, so that India can get freedom very soon. Because of the cooperation of India, the colonial people were ruling over India. So once people were trained in a large scale to participate against the colonial rule, then it will be easy for India to get independence. In order to put down the voice of these revolutionary activities, hurriedly the British government passed, imperial legislative passed a law, that was Rowlatt Act in 1919. According to this act, the British government had enormous power. They can detain any Indians, revolutionary people, all these political activities without any trial for 2 years. So this black law was introduced by the Britishers to put down the voice of Indian people. Are you clear? But people were continuously fighting, raising their voice. Strikes were going on, hartals were everywhere. In order to put down various places, martial law was declared. And the charge of martial law was taken by General Dyer. Under his command, in Amritsar in 1919, 13th April, what happened? He brutally fired over innocent Indians in the enclosed area of Jallianwala Bagh. Around 1,000 people were killed who were gathered to celebrate Baisakhi. They were unaware about the declaration of martial law and they were victimized by the act of General Dyer. Why did General Dyer did this? The objective of this act of General Dyer to create fear, create a moral effect over all Indian Satyagrahi that they do not dare to raise their voice against the colonial government. So this was the whole episode. If any doubt is there, so you may comment in my comment box, like my videos, share so that I may improve my further video. Thank you.